Hi everyone, welcome back to Lipstick and Linguine. Today I'm sharing with you a whole bunch of new stuff that's coming out at the drugstore. So this is stuff that's either just come out or it's about to come out. July is a huge month for drugstore products. There is stuff from Bourjois, there's stuff from L'Oreal, Maybelline, NYX, a whole bunch of other stuff. So if you're interested in seeing what's coming out this month and finding out a little mini review, then stay tuned. Okay, so we'll deal with L'Oreal first. So this is the brand new False Lash Wings Sculpting Mascara. So this is really different, and it's probably the first type of product like this in the drugstore. So what's so different about this is it does have the butterfly effect fibers, but it does also have this, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it properly, but it has kind of like a tight lining comb there so that you can actually get in really close to the lashes and tight line as you use your mascara. Now there are products like this available already, but they're mostly high-end ones, and there's going to be a little bit later I'll show you another product from another brand which is also following this trend, but this one is really cool. So you really can lift the lashes using this because these kind of combs really help. You can apply a little bit more pressure without fear of making a mess. So this mascara is going to be available from July, mid-July I believe, and it's going to retail for around the $25 mark. Another really interesting product from L'Oreal is this one. So this is the Brow Artist Sculpt, and it's the newest addition to the brow line from L'Oreal, and again this is really interesting looking. So this one here has a kind of duo brush, can you see that? So you have this kind of felt dough foot applicator type thing there, and then you have the normal spoolie. And what you're meant to do with this is this first step one, I suppose you could say, is using this bit to kind of fill in the brows, and then you use the spoolie bit to kind of set it and like comb them in the way that you would like. So there are two shades of this available, and this will be retailing for, let me check my sheet, $20.95. So $20.95, and there are two shades available. From L'Oreal there's also a whole bunch of stuff that I don't have my hands on yet, but I thought you might be interested anyway. The ever popular True Match foundation has now been extended in their range of colours. So there are now some extra dark shades and some extra light shades to extend that product line, which is fantastic because you want to be able to find your colour. Also, I haven't been able to get my hands on this and I'm dying to try this out, but there's also the Infallible makeup finishing spray, so that's going to be coming out very shortly. It's in high demand. People in Europe and the US have been going nuts for it, and it's fantastic to see some more setting sprays available at the drugstore. And the last thing that I wanted to show you that I do have my hands on from L'Oreal are the new Infallible Sculpt palettes. So these are little mini palettes here with a light shade and a dark shade for you to contour and highlight with. And what's really interesting about these is the texture. These are actually cream to powder. So I've tried this out a couple of times. You can see I've stuck my fingers in there, and it doesn't come with any applicator, but it does come with this little instruction sheet so that you can find out how best to contour your shaped face. But I do like that there's a little void in there, so you could actually stick a little like makeup sponge in there or something like that, and you can kind of swap it out when it gets a bit dirty. But that's fantastic for on the go, and there are two shades of that available. This is the dark one I believe, and this is the light one, which is slightly cooler shades. But I will have more about this up on the blog soon. So Bourjois is a brand that's been around for a very long time. It's a French brand, and I've been sent a few bits and pieces of theirs to try out, and I've seen most of the products that I was sent before, except for these. So these are really cute. These are the Bourjois Aqua Blush 12-hour blushes. So it's a liquidy blush. It's more like a stain because it is long wearing. So I was sent two colours, and they're both really pretty. So a coral and a pink. They're new. I haven't seen those before. If you have, let me know. Bourjois is a bit hard to track down sometimes because I know that a lot of the local price lines to me either don't carry the line, or if I do find it, it's been very heavily picked over just because it is in demand. So I've only just found out about these, so these look really lovely. But let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know if these have been out for a long time. Okay, so the next two brands have so many new releases coming out this July. The first one we'll talk about is Maybelline, and there is so much coming out from them. So the first thing I'll talk about is the new Master Fix misting spray. This smells like rose water. It's really nice, and I like the pump on this. It's not too strong, so you're not going to cop a whole bunch of liquid in your face at once like some others. It does Like I said, smells very rosy and nice. This will be retailing for, let me see, $15.95. And again, this is another one that just gets sold out all the time. I'm going to try and get my hands on the L'Oreal one so I can compare this one and that one, and also another one that is on the market from the drugstore. So yeah, just a really great product. Smells nice. I wore it yesterday for the first time. It worked just as well as my other setting spray. So check that out. That's coming out very, very shortly. Okay, I've been waiting for this one. These are the Master Concealers from Maybelline. You might have noticed that Maybelline have been kind of discontinuing some of their concealers. I know especially with the Fit Me, they've cut down on shades. So this one is going to be available very, very shortly. It's a squeezy tube. It's very, very, very pigmented. Please don't use too much of it. It will go cakey, but it does, like I used it a couple of days ago, and this shade's for me. That one's a little dark, but I can actually use that one for contour, so that's quite exciting. But this one here, I use it under the eyes and it cancelled out everything. It was so, so good. So this one here, yeah, so $15.95. There are 5 shades of this one available. So this one will be hitting July as well. A whole bunch of new baby lips products. So if you are a little younger and don't really want to wear a full lipstick, or if you just want something for in between lipstick days, there's a whole bunch of new stuff from Baby Lips. So I was sent these ones a few weeks ago, you may have seen on Snapchat, and these ones are really, really cute. So they're kind of the bigger tubes, so not as portable, but I like that they've got the pointed kind of twist up format, and they're a little bit more pigmented than your usual Baby Lips. So these are quite nice. They smell really nice. They smell according to what the flavour is. So this one's cherry, this one is raspberry. So it's really nice. So they're really pretty. You can use them for a little bit of wash of colour or on underneath something else just to give a little bit of hydration to the lips. Something completely different are these ones, and these ones look so cute, and I had really, really high hopes for these. So these are the Baby Lips Balm and Blush. So they're a lip balm, and you can also use them for a dewy colour on the cheeks as well. So these are quite nice as well. The texture's really nice. The only thing I can really, really criticise is that there isn't that much colour payoff. So they are just like a general lip balm, but you're not going to get that much colour on the cheeks. But if you are very, very young and you want something very, very natural looking, then that might be great for you. So these retail for $9.95. There are 4 shades available. I think I've got most of them, but the one I like the best was this one. I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to see it on camera, but it just looks so cool. Like in there, it just looks really shimmery and pretty. So that one had a lot of color payoff. This one here, not so much. So that's what I'm talking about. So that's only gonna give you a very, very sheer. You can't really build it up very much because it is a balmy like product. So if you want lots of colour, maybe give this one a miss. So if they had too little pigmentation for you, then maybe something like this might be a little better for you. So these are the Maybelline Vivid Matte Liquid lipsticks. So they're more moussey in texture. They don't dry down particularly like some of the high-end ones, so they don't become absolutely colour fast, but they are really comfortable and really pretty on the lips. My favourite shade was this one here, Nude Flush, just because it's that nice mauvey shade that I like, but there are some really beautiful brights. So I believe there are 8 shades. Yes, 8 shades are available. These retail for $17.95, so they're starting to get up there in price, but they're just gorgeous. They've got a beautiful packaging. There's a doe foot applicator in there. There you go. And the colour payoff is just, let me see where I haven't swatched before. The colour payoff is just amazing, can you see? So very, very richly pigmented. Okay, so Maybelline already have the little eyebrow palettes. They already have the brow satin, I think it is. And now they've just added these. These are the Brow Drama Pomade Crayon. So they are, as the name suggests, a pomade, but they are in wind-up form. So they're just little and chubby and cute, and you do wind them up and down. I believe there are 3 colours available. This is the darkest one here. So if you have super, super dark brows, and maybe there'll be nothing here to suit you, but they are really nice and pigmented. They're really, really nice and smooth. They're great for taming the brow hairs as well as giving some colour. So this is the Dream Velvet Foundation. This one, again, there's that really moussey feel to it, and blended in with a sponge. I use my beauty blender. This is so beautiful on the skin. Let me see if I can show you a little bit about this. Now, obviously this is absolutely the wrong shade for me, and I did that on purpose because I want you to see how nicely they blend. So they've got this really air whipped kind of texture, and they go on really, really smoothly. And while they're very, very matte finish, they are very, very moisturizing as well. I've said very a lot of times, but they're really nice. They're really nice and smooth, and they've got so much like slip to it. I don't want to say they're silicone-y, but they just do keep moving and blending and blending and blending. And so set with a powder, these stay put for so long. I do have a couple of shades that are more suited to my skin tone, and I've worn them, and they just look really lovely on. They give this really soft, velvety, matte look, again, but they're not drying, which is a massive, massive plus for me. So there are 10 shades in this range. This is the darkest shade, which is another reason why I want to show you this one. So you can see how dark it is. It's quite deep, but obviously if you have darker skin than that, then you're going to struggle, which is really unfair, I find, but that's a whole nother video. But yeah, these are $25.95, so again, getting up there in price, but you only need a little bit of this to go quite a long way. You saw how much I used, and this could definitely blend out a lot more. So the coverage is really good on this. Highly recommended. Give this one a try. Okay, I'm an absolute mess at the moment, but brand new, the Falsies push-up drama. So this one, again, is going to give you a lot of lift. Okay, so it's got these really short, sharp bristles. It's a silicone brush, and this one is going to be available very, very shortly. So there's a whole Falsies line. This is just the newest one too there. All right, so there was a time where you could not find sort of contour kits or sculpting kits in the drugstore. That's not the case anymore. This is the new one from Maybelline. So this is the Master Contour Palette. What's great about this is there are 3 really pretty shades. The highlight in this is really, really lovely. It does come with a little brush, which, you know, it's not the best brush ever, but it's actually not too bad for applying highlight. For the other two, it's far too small, but they're really nice. This one here kind of has an orgasm vibe in terms of the colour. So that pink coral with a little bit of gold shimmer in there. The contour's a little warm in my opinion, but it's a nice pigmented product. It has really good colour payoff, and they blend quite nicely in the skin. So this one here is recommended retail price of $19.95, and like I said, there are 2 shades available in this. Okay, there are new blushed nudes lipsticks, so there's a whole bunch of really pretty subtle pinks available. These are available now. There's a whole range of shades. Check them out in store. These are for $17.95. And now lastly from Maybelline is this palette. Now this one has been very much hyped in the US. Some people really, really, really love it. Other people are a little bit disappointed with it. I'm kind of in the middle. I find that some of these shades from the Blush Nudes palette are really nice and pretty on the eye. So I really, really like this one. I really, really like that one, for example. They're really gorgeous on the skin. But then there are others that are really chalky and dry, and you really have to dig in the palette to get any colour out. I'm wearing it on the eye today. I've used those 2 shades there and that one. The rest of them, I've tried to use that one quite a bit too. Again, a little bit chalky, but if you are someone who really, really likes a soft, pretty, subtle eye, you don't want high impact color, just something very soft, wearable to work, then maybe you can try this one out. It does retail for $25.95, so it's not, you know, the cheapest of drugstore palettes, but if you're into these kind of colors and you want to just try something new, then maybe give it a go. I didn't hate it, didn't love it. It's kind of in the middle. Okay, so lucky last. This is really exciting. So you know that NYX have been available in Australia now for, is it 2 years? And a lot of people complain that it's been really difficult to get their hands on good NYX products or NYX products in good quality because there have been a few issues with, you know, Target and stuff like that. So the great news is that, I'm sure you've already heard, but the great news is that it's now coming to Priceline, and along with its introduction to Priceline are a whole bunch of new products coming out. So some of these products I'm going to show you are already available in Target now, and some are going to be exclusive to Priceline when they do come out. Okay, so this is the product I was making reference to before in this very, very, very long video. So this is the tight lining, or the skinny mascara, I should say, from NYX. So it's similar to the other one we were talking about in that it's for tight lining, but it's this super, super, super skinny brush. Now, I don't want to start any controversy, but does that remind you of anything else? Something I absolutely love? Fantastic. I love that this kind of format is now available in the drugstore. Love this one. Love it. This one is in the waterproof formula, so I love it for underneath for the lower lashes. But I also love these just for lifting the lashes so much and tightlining as you go. So this one is going to be available very shortly. I'd love to know what you think about these kind of mascaras. I love them. I'm a fan. Then NYX have just released these. So these are something a little bit different. So these are lip colours in really different kind of strange shades, and what they are is they're lipstick toppers. So you can instantly change the look of your lipstick just by applying one of these toppers. So this one here is the dark one. So you can definitely make your lighter shades a little bit more vampy by putting that on top. I haven't used this one before. I'm not really sure how it's going to go with most of my lip colours, but it's definitely something to think about. So what I can see is that a red, for example, would get a lot more kind of deeper with that kind of thing on top. I don't have my hands on, which will be coming out very, very shortly to Australia, I believe mid-July, are the lip lingeries. They're just, people are going nuts for those overseas. They will be coming. It's just a stocking issue. They're just trying to get as many in as possible to fill the desire of Australians. So they're going to be coming out very shortly. They're beautiful products. I had a swatch of those the other day and they're beautiful. Other lip products that are coming out are these ones. So these are the liquid suedes. So these are similar to the matte lip creams, but they're a little bit even more matte and more pigmented. Can you see that? That's incredible. So they're coming out very shortly. They'll be available. I think these ones are going to be available in Target and Priceline. Exclusive to Priceline is this palette. Now I got a bit of an advanced copy on this one. I'm very, very lucky. So this is the go-to palette, and it's got pretty much everything that you need to travel with, and it gives you a whole sort of complete colour look. The only thing I think that's missing from this palette is more mattes, like maybe one or two mattes. All of these here have got, they're either satin or they're shimmery. Very, very great pigmentation. This highlight is amazing. Definitely worth checking out. And that's it. There's so much coming out, right? Start saving your money. It's not the right time to be on a no buy. Thank you so much for watching. If there's any other products you'd like review on the channel, please let me know. I'd be happy to show you a whole bunch more about these products. A few of these products already are scheduled to come up on the blog very, very shortly. But if there's anything that you don't see come up, then please let me know. Thank you so much for watching and sticking by this very, very long video. I will catch you next time. Bye.